welcome to Wellbeing Chats. This week we have got Kerry from KCL Fitness chatting to us about being active in lockdown. Hi!
Hello!
This is Kerry. Kerry I have known for quite a while. We're just going to go through some thoughts today around exercise, being active, how to be active in lockdown, and kind of why it is good for your well-being in general. So first of all, who are you in terms of what you do?
So I am a personal trainer and a massage therapist, and also I'm the PT manager at Lifestyle Fitness over in Canterbury. So I'm in charge of a team of 9 other personal trainers, which is very exciting. It's still quite a new role, so I'm still adjusting. A lot of them are doing like live workouts and stuff and keeping busy. Mainly the flexibility of being self-employed, obviously helping people reach their fitness goals, and not a lot of my clients actually train specifically for fitness. It's more like mental well-being and stuff, and they train because they find exercise and stuff helps them with that. I've had quite a few clients that came to me on antidepressants, and we've slowly worked our way to be able to make the doses lower, or they've completely come off of them now, which is very, very good.
That's amazing. So we've got a bit of a quick fire round. What is your favourite piece of workout equipment or exercise?
Okay, I'm going to sound like an Instagram influencer, but I love my booty bands. So my resistance bands, because they are so versatile and you can use them for so many different pieces.
What is your worst piece of workout equipment?
Most people would probably expect me to say burpees, but I actually quite enjoy burpees. I hate the Stairmaster.
Yes.
Absolutely hate it. It's not fun.
No.
I had a refit last year and we got a Stairmaster, and I remember everyone was like, oh my God, we've got stairs. And I was like, no, thank you.
I'll climb my stairs at home.
Yeah, but I would probably incorporate it like once a week into my sessions, whether I'm like warming up or cooling down, just do 5 minutes on it. I don't hate it as much as I did at the start, but I'm still not a fan.
Are fitness selfies fake?
I want to say most of the time, yes. No one posts a photo on Instagram where they don't look good. I don't care what anyone says. If you don't look good, you're not going to upload it. I have photos on my phone that aren't very flattering. They are definitely not going to make it onto the ground.
Favourite thing to eat?
Ooh. Anything Mexican. Got a lot of time to cook at the moment because obviously I'm not working, and we've just been making such nice food. Like, we're having Mexican night tonight actually. I met Lou 4 years ago, maybe longer.
I think it's 5 or 6 now. Because I haven't been with you for a year.
We worked together for a few months, and Lou would do a program every 4 weeks. She'd get a new one and we'd go through it again. And then I think it was about 2 years ago, maybe a bit longer, I launched a female only boot camp, and then Lou was fully on board with that. Apart from there was a few times where she didn't actually get up.
So not true. I would definitely say that my relationship with fitness is really difficult. I don't enjoy fitness. I didn't enjoy PE, and I would say there's a lot of stuff around PE being fit and doing exercise. I think I always wanted to be fit, but I didn't want to. I was scared of doing exercises. And I remember turning up at a gym and kind of where I was offered, oh, so we give you a PT session in the first, and I was like, I don't want to talk to a girl who likes fitness. Unfortunately, because I don't work in Canterbury, I've had to leave the gym that Kerry works at, and I definitely wouldn't have other than for that. But now I would seek out to have either classes like boot camp. What I've realised is I work really well with someone telling me what to do. If I'm there on my own, and I definitely saw that when I first joined my new gym, when I was just doing stuff on my own, I quite often will get to a point where I think, well, I've done 7 rounds, that's nearly 10. Tell us a bit about your fitness journey. Like, how did you get into this job? Have you always enjoyed doing sport?
From the age of 3, I did ballroom dancing for about 5 years. And then
I don't think I knew that about you.
I wasn't very good. And then I continued to dance till I was about 13. I did various styles of dance like ballroom dancing, ballet, tap dancing, street dancing. And then I got a new ballet teacher, and I really hope that she doesn't remember me because I absolutely hated her. And I said to my mum, I am not going back anymore, I'm not doing this. And then I quit. And then for about 3 years, I didn't do anything. And I got into my first year of sixth form and I was like, I need to do something. So I began athletics and I did sprinting.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year into that, I did my PT qualification and then went into the gym and couldn't get me out.
Is being fit all about kind of being really skinny or about losing weight?
Most of my clients, obviously their goal, they would be happy if they lost a few pounds or whatnot, but it's not the main thing we focus on. To be honest, I don't actually weigh my clients probably as often as I should, because it's not the thing that we need to be focusing on. We need to be focusing on everyone's like mindset and make sure that like if you're happy and you're healthy, it's really irrelevant what size your clothes are or how much the scales say you weigh. If you can run faster than you did before, if you can lift heavier than you could before, then to me that is a bigger achievement than being like, oh, I lost 2 pounds this week.
One of the things that you got us to do is you would always get us to do more than one goal when we came to the gym, so we weren't just focusing on that thing of losing weight. There's a lot more to do with strength, and there's a lot more to do with, again, the positive feelings that you get from it. I have to say, you are the only person in the whole world, including my mother, who can get me to get out of bed at 5:30 in the morning and then run 400 metres. You're a business now. So you started being a PT. When did you start your own business? How old were you?
I was 19 when I started, so that is coming up 5 years. You need to complete a level 2 fitness instructor, and then you can go on to do your level 3 personal trainer. Obviously, there are further courses that you can do, like I've had to do my massage course, or you can do level 4 personal trainers. But the basics to be able to call yourself a PT, you need your level 2 and your level 3. I did mine in the academic year, so I did mine over 9 months. But you can literally do a course in like 6 weeks. But you don't learn to be a PT until you're on the gym floor and you're actually interacting with members and training.
Yeah. Is it like a really simple job? Like every week you sit down and you just think up of 10 exercises and you send it to all your clients and they do the same thing?
When I first started out, I was like, oh my God, this is the easiest job in the world. I just have to plan a workout for someone, make them do it, they go home and then they come back. But it's really not that simple. Like I need to be making sure that when I'm giving my clients their workouts, that they're suitable for the client. So if the client has got injuries or medical conditions or they hate something, I need to make sure that that program is appropriate for that person.
Do you know when someone's saying, I'm not going to do that, or I can't do that, compared to someone who's saying it because they're scared or they're just not sure?
Yeah, generally by people's facial expression. Like,
Mine.
If I get an eye roll or a ugh, they can do it, they just don't want to do it. But what I'll probably do with most of my clients is we start off, especially if they're new, we start off with an easier exercise, or we start off with a really lightweight, and then we will build it up. So yeah, I'm not going to just chuck 100 kilos on someone's back and expect them to squat it.
Lots in fitness, isn't there, that's mind over matter. So I remember with me with the blue Pilo box, yes, and like just being so scared to try and do a box jump and to get up and telling you I couldn't.
Tell yourself, Lou, that you can't do something, you won't do it. Like it won't happen. I've learned from when I do my weightlifting. So when I'm training with Ryan, we were aiming for a 50 kilo clean and jerk. Went to my competition, I did 48 and I was like, oh, that felt really good. And then as soon as he said 50, I was like, can't do that. And it didn't go above my head. But then later on in training, a few days later, I was like, come on, Kerry, you got this. Flew up. So happy. And I was like, why could I not do that at the competition? Because I told myself I couldn't.
Why do you think being active is so important?
Mainly, the biggest one is just for your mental state. Like I've noticed, especially since being in lockdown, I'm moving a lot less because I'm working in my living room. So I'm going from the bedroom to the living room working, and then at lunchtime I'm still in the living room. And I did notice about an hour ago I was getting really like agitated, and I was like, I need to get out. I really noticed like my mental state since lockdown is slowly going down because I'm just going crazy being stuck indoors.
There is something, you know, that endorphin rush that you get, and I've been breaking up my day. So instead of trying to get myself to do a morning workout, which I know I just won't commit to, my workouts I've been doing at 12 o'clock and then having lunch afterwards, just to get up and move and do something to get going again. And it does really change my mind. The days where I think, oh, I can't be bothered, my mindset just is different for the afternoon. And
for me, I don't exercise if I don't feel like it. Some people would disagree with that and be like, no, the best workouts are the ones you don't want to do. Like, if I don't want to work out and then I start working out, I get annoyed because I don't want to be doing it, and I'm like, well, I'm not putting any effort in because I can't be bothered to do it. And generally when it's my time of the month, I don't want to do anything. I just want to binge watch Netflix and sit on my butt, and that is completely fine to do that. It's healthy to have a rest. Like, it's unhealthy to constantly exercise every single day and not have a break. Like, sometimes your body just needs that, like, couple of days where you can just relax.
For me, there's been times where I'm like, no, I actually think going to the gym won't be a good idea, and I've pushed myself and I've gone to the gym and I've started, and I'm like, why am I here? This is not a good idea. This is not what my body needs right now. My body needs sleep, or my body needs being around my friends and just moving with my friends, like having a bit of a laugh and that sort of thing instead.
If you enjoy putting on an old Now CD and dancing around your living room like an idiot, and that's your thing, then that is fine. If you enjoy going for 10k runs every day, if you enjoy weightlifting, as long as if you enjoy it, you're going to get benefit from it. If you like, we went for a run yesterday. I'm not a runner. Well, I'm a sprinter, not a runner. And I was like, yeah, let's run like 10k. We ran 4, and I was like, can we walk now, because this is not fun anymore. And I felt good when I did it, but I think I would have felt better if I did a weight session, because I enjoy doing weights and I enjoy that kind of training, whereas I don't really enjoy the cardio.
Probably my favourite memory was the inflatable obstacle course down at Betshanger, and it was just so much fun because you were running on a bouncy castle. I mean, what's not fun about that? And I think I probably felt the most positive at the end of that, even though I think we were all, I mean, there was sweat in places I didn't know sweat existed. And but it was just so much fun. For me, at the moment though, because we're already in a place where we are all highly stressed, we're all a little bit anxious, to me to try and do something that then stresses me out because I don't know how to do it, or I'm not sure if I've got the right form, because there's not a Kerry telling me to put my bum down, actually doing things like dance workouts and things that I feel comfortable doing, but know I can actually push myself safely as well. I know how to push myself with dance and not damage myself. So yeah, I think definitely in lockdown it is about finding that thing that you enjoy. But I also think it's a chance we can try new things, because everyone's having a go. And I think for me, going for a run is a massive thing. The thing that stops me, again, is my mind. It's the thoughts that I have in my mind about me running and about what people might see and what people might think. And yet I never ever look at someone when I see them going for a run and think, what on earth are they doing? What advice would you give to someone who's never worked out before but wants to start?
Find something that you enjoy. If you've done dance and stuff before, or when you was at school, like, is there a particular sport or something that you did? Especially if you've got children, like, you can get the kids involved. Like, I know that Joe Wicks is doing like the PE and stuff, and just try and make it fun, play games, but also it's not a productivity contest. Like, if you've never exercised before, you don't need to do a workout every single day, not in normal life, not in lockdown. Like, you need to build it up slowly. And if you do want to start something and you're not sure where to start, then just ask for help. Like, oh, Kerry or so-and-so, like, do you have any advice for me? Like, can you help me? Like,
finding that thing that you enjoy is that really important thing, isn't it? And having a go, I think. Not comparing yourself
to look like an idiot.
Yeah,
and the comfort of your own home.
Exactly, and not comparing yourself, like you said, it's not a contest, and not comparing yourself to so and so next door who's going for her 10k runs every day and doing it in the hour. Actually, if for you doing the Couch to 5K app is helpful, do it. If it's not, don't. The YouTube workouts that you can find, they're set with modifiers. They obviously can't see you, so they don't know who's looking at it. So they're actually talking to a vast audience, and they do put those things in.
I wouldn't say it's that different to train an adult. I've actually got, since lockdown started, like my clients are at home with their children and with their teenagers and stuff, so I'm actually finding that they're joining in with the mums and the dads. They're like, oh, Kerry, you can so join in today. I'm like, sure, you're just watching me on a screen anyway. But I think a lot of these teenagers have gone from doing PE at school a few times a week to sitting, playing Fortnite or playing Xbox, whatever it is they play. So they're maybe not being as active as they should be. And it's just as important for the younger generation to exercise as it is for like the mums and dads and stuff.
And I wonder if there is a thing, again, similar to what I had, that a lot of us associate exercise with PE, and PE wasn't a positive experience for us. And I think maybe this is a really good time, if PE particularly isn't a positive experience for you, maybe it is a time where there's so much online and so many different things you can find to try something different. Because for me, if you'd asked me at 16 if I'd go to a gym, I'd have laughed at you.
Exercise is such a wide variety of things. It's not just playing football or going running. It's such a big spectrum, like literally from going for a walk to running a marathon, you know what I mean? Like there's so many things in between, like dancing around your living room, going on a trampoline, going on a bike ride, playing football in the garden with your children. Like there's such a vast variety of things that are exercise. Like it's not just sport that you would do at school.
So I noticed on your Instagram that you are being quite experimental with your equipment at home. So what kinds of things can people use if they don't have equipment at home?
So I've actually got one in front of me. You can use cushions.
Ooh.
So you can use cushions to do like core exercises, or if you've got laminated flooring, it's really good for like some core and hamstring exercises, so you can slide it along the floor. Luckily we just moved, so we've got some tins of paint, and I'm using them to replicate kettlebells or dumbbells. You can use your stairs or your sofa or your armchair. Like there is so many different pieces of kit in your house that you can use that you would look at it normally and think it's just a tin of paint, like what am I going to do with that? You can literally use almost anything.
I've noticed some people are using their pets as well.
I had a session with one of my friends earlier, and she used her baby.
How would I develop a workout routine?
Write down a list of your goals. So what you want to achieve. Like you said, you want to be able to do full press ups again. You are not going to put star jumps.
No.
That helps you reach your goal. So you need to write down a list of goals, what you want to achieve, and then how you're going to achieve them. So if my goal is to work a bit more on my legs, then you maybe go on the internet or just message someone for some advice, and they say, what leg exercises do you think I can do that I could progress at home? Because obviously to build up the exercises and make them, every time they do it, make them a little bit harder, or increase the reps. So go from 5 one week to 10 the next week, and 4 more sets. What
are you doing that's keeping your mind well?
Okay, everyone's probably going to judge me and think I'm an old lady, but I'm cross stitching. I used to do it when I was little, like my mum taught me how to do it. And then when we moved house, my mum gave me a box of cross stitch stuff, and she was like, oh, you left this at home, do you want it? I was like, Mum, I don't want that. Nope. I sat for 6 hours last week cross stitching.
Wow.
Very therapeutic.
And I can see that, because it's the same activity over and over again, and yet you're creating something out of it. Yeah. So I can see why that's really good for the mind.
They've got swear words on, so I'm not going to.
Okay. Quickfire of lockdown. Where are you at the moment in lockdown?
Ashington, right by the seaside.
Have you snapped yet?
Not snapped, but I've cried.
Have you ordered takeaway yet?
Twice.
What are you obsessed with watching at the moment?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes. What are you missing the most?
Apart from the obvious, like my friends and family, I'm really missing my dog.
Oh yeah.
She lives with my mum and dad, so I get to see her on video calls, but she's like looking around like I can hear you, but I don't know where you are. I'm very confused.
Oh, that's so cute. What is the weirdest thing you have eaten or done so far?
I don't think I've eaten anything weird. I've eaten a lot of eggy bread.
Good call. I haven't had that since I was a teenager.
With honey on top.
How can we find out more about you, Kerry?
So you can go on to my Facebook page, which go to KCL Fitness on Instagram or Facebook, or to our website, so www.kclfitness.co.uk. There's lots of information on the website regarding like prices, packages and stuff. So, and there's a contact page. So if you have any questions, go to the contact page and send me them.
Amazing. Well, thank you for joining us today and having a little bit of a chat. And thank you for not making me do burpees live on camera. And
Next time, Lou, I mean, feel free.
No one wants to see that. So enjoy lockdown, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.